out to dinner and we ate. So I hope everybody had a good Easter. I'm representing Mississippi State because I went there and we just beat Alabama. So I would be ringing my cowbell, but Anthony's asleep. So hope everybody had a good Easter. I just wanted to come live. So my introverts on the app, my team Insomnia. So I guess the word's getting out that like we're online again, because you guys have really been showing up. I really appreciate y'all. The battles are going awesome. So thank you guys for the battle requests, but right now my team we're just chilling for right now. Not saying we're not gonna battle, but right now the cowbell is resting just because Anthony's asleep and I really don't want to wake him up. So how is everybody doing? Team no sleep. So when we go for the ranks, in case anybody was wondering, it's a 24-hour fight up here. So a lot of people didn't know I was coming back live. Don't be afraid to come in my chat, guys. Like, honestly, I know a lot of people are like scared to come in my chat because I'm known to go off on people sometimes. Oh, I guess the cowbell. I don't know if you guys are sleeping or not. Hey, sassy but classy. Quick thing that I want to say. Just like that box thing earlier was really random. However, if you have something to say to me, then I would rather you say it to me in the boxes. So I went live and I had like some people from Reddit in the boxes. And basically, like Anthony, who is the best fiance, the best mod, in my opinion, the best cyber, was in the box. And he, I'm engaged to him. He found my cyber stalkers. But yeah, he made a good point. You can't really trust a lot of people on this app. So just be kind of careful when you come live. Blue-eyed Gemini. I just can't sleep. There's nothing really going on. Anthony took some sleep medicine, so hopefully he'll be able to sleep. I'm never going to get the whole story about like my ex or anything, and I really don't care at this point in my life. There's just some things that I don't have anything to say to him. Rainbow looms, and like I would just tell that to Reddit. I don't care. I do not care about my ex. I don't care what he has to say. The thing is, he made the decision to talk to someone else. I am happy with my fiance, and I put so much energy into my past relationship that I just don't care anymore. Like, you make decisions that have consequences. And the thing is that he could have absolutely not talked to a person, but he chose the other way. So that's all that I want to say. Kit Kat, so sick of this shit. Hear no evil, see no evil. Like the story that I just want to put out there about my ex really quick. I don't care. I do not care. He made the decision to talk to somebody else, and I just don't care anymore. So there's nothing that he can say to me. Like, I do not care about Skylar. I put so much energy and so much caring into that relationship that I was loyal. And cheating starts with a conversation. You can end that. He chose not to. And I am happy and engaged to a man that loves me, who's done everything for me. And so, like, the story I will never get. It's over, it's past, and he did not man up and do what he was supposed to do. So, I had to get that off my chest, and it feels really good to say that. Because, like, I spent so much of my time and all of my loyalty to him, and, like, I'm just happy with my life, and I've moved on, and I do not care. I don't care. Kelly, yeah, he's a mistake, and he cheated all the time. And I sat here and did prayers, and I was loyal, and y'all know how that feels if you've been cheated on. And I tried to push problems that he had under the rug and did everything that I could do. And I do not care about what he's doing or who he's with or whatever else. So there's nothing he could say to me at this point, because there were so many lies. And when you're with somebody, I guess you can be blinded by things, and I was. And so now I'm in a happy, healthy relationship, and I'm getting married, and I don't know. His name was brought up today, and I was just like, I'm over it. And it's not to go give him clout, because, like, girl, you don't want him. It was actually a very big blessing. Because, like, people that were here just saw, like, the day after day after day. I prayed, because, he had his addiction. I'm getting married to Anthony, so I'm really excited. We've been together over a year now, and he's super supportive. He found my cyber stalkers. We like that, huh? So I'm marrying my cyber. That's kind of it. And we hope to have a book out, because Anthony's like, we need to write a book. And I'm like, yeah. So an ADHD girl writing a book. Let's go. So I think I hope it appeals to ADHD kids and families. So that way it'll be like about 80% of the United States. So I'm really excited. Bettina, probably, I really just want to tell the story of my TikTok love story that came out of an absolute effed up situation on this app, and how I tracked down my own cybers. So with just a phone, that's all that we had. That's all I had. I didn't go real life on anybody, and I want to talk about mental health and how that's really, really important to me. And that is, like, that will never stop being my mission, because, like, I am so tired of influencers that unalive themselves, that have so much, like, life and purpose in front of them. And yeah, if we can, like, get up for them, because there's so many. Fatina was also, I'd love for her to work on that with me on Team 15, because we came back from a very gray area. And I want to tell you, Tina, I am very, very proud of you, because a lot of people, okay, there's this gray area. And if you've lost somebody, this one's for you, because Fatina also understands what I'm saying. There's this gray area, and your mind is clouded. And if you're getting bullied or cyberbullied, maybe you have a child that is getting bullied. So listen up, okay? Because, like, here's the thing. If I go into politics, we're cracking down so hard on cyberbullying and cyber stalking that they are not even going to know what hit them, because this is preventable. This has got to stop in schools. It's got to stop online. So Patty went through it. So there's this gray area that you
that I believe that people that have a decision, I don't even think it's a decision, honestly, because you're not thinking clearly. But before someone, I believe, unalives themselves, there is a gray area that they that people that gaslight, which means they may say you're crazy, you're not a good mother, you're fat, you're this, you don't. But if you keep hearing these things like a record in your brain and they keep saying them, you will start to honestly question yourself, even if you're really super strong. Okay, because I'm super strong, and I started questioning myself. And you allow people to get like in your head. Okay, I can't explain it, but I had people all in here and doing this, and and I just want to tell you that they're like, Fatina's gonna help me with this, like, because I really want to hear her story too. You're in this gray area, and we are so lucky that I got mental help in this area, because a lot of people that are in this gray area somehow do not come out of it. And it is crucial that people are allowed to get mental health. And I'm sick of the insurance companies. That's the first thing that I would absolutely go to bat with, is because they don't need a list that's like this. Okay, they don't need a list that's like, okay, you can only go here and see these 3 people or 5 people. They should have this list. It's like, because you got to connect with somebody. But we have got to stop putting this under the rug and talking about it, like talk out about it. Because the thing is I was in this really gray area, and so was Fatina. And I think a lot of, and I literally was so close here. And if you have lost someone, I want to tell you that this conversation is like important. It's not being talked about enough. There are signs that you can see, like, in your child. All right. Thank you so much for the heart meet. And so, yes, teachers, I know you have a big responsibility, but the biggest responsibility you have is to openly communicate with parents. And some parents don't want to listen, but like the majority want to know if their child is withdrawn, if they're drawing certain things, maybe just, their hygiene, something. Okay. And the thing that helped me was I started reading Pinterest quotes at night. I know that sounds like ridiculous. Thank you so much for Chili's Karma. You're amazing. And and moms, those positive words, those little words, those things that you put in the lunchbox, they matter. And because, like, if someone's put down, they absolutely have to hear about 10 things that are good to be able to get rid of this negative thing, right? Thank you so much for the Chili's. And like, even then, moms, I'm gonna tell you, if you got kids in school, they are my MVPs. They're my MVPs. Thank you so much for Chili's. So I don't know why they love TikTok. So if they want to talk to me, they can. But that's like with you guys. Thank you for the Chili's. I appreciate it. Because they're locked in. I want you guys to know this. What is scarier? Having someone that is away from you, that's giving you words, or you go to school and you have to see your bully every day. And first thing they got to do is they got to bring PE back in school. Second thing, we need therapists. I'm not talking about, no offense to cheerleading sponsors, y'all are awesome, woo-hoo, but like, they need trained therapists, because this is like, and they need ones that are really good with adolescents. And I there is a thing going in social media right now that doctors and everything are not, I don't think, taking as seriously as they need to. Okay. I literally ran across a YouTube video that was how many social media influencers, like in a certain year, died. Okay. So of course, you have the awful tragedies that, like car accidents, things like that, health that are horrible. But then I started calculating how many influencers unalived themselves. It was the biggest number. That's a problem. Okay? That's an issue. And you know what? They had more followers than me. A lot of them younger and beautiful. And I'm just thinking, like, with the Chili's, like, what did they think when they got offline? So thank you so much, Karma, for the Chili's. Like, thank you for getting me through this, because it's really hard to talk about. But thank you, Fatina, for the likes, because this is super hard. But it has to be talked about. It has to be addressed. And I don't know who you were, but a female told me, you know what? It's one too many. There's somebody tonight on social media that you don't know when you go in and you say, you know what? You're ugly. You're not a good mother. And you know what? You don't know if that's the last thing that they can take. And you'll never know, because they won't be back online. And their family is buying a coffin or planning a funeral. So all these little things that people say to you, they add up. And sometimes people just cannot take it anymore. And there's a lot of influencers that are in this gray area right now that Bettina and I had to literally, miraculously, get ourselves out of. And a lot of times you got to do it by yourself. I was lucky enough to have some really awesome females, and Anthony, I can't imagine people that are alone, that have to bring themselves out of this gray area. And there's somebody tonight. Just think about it. We're the number one social media app in the world. How many people are buying a coffin tomorrow? How many people are at their wits' end and they say, you know what? I'm fat, I'm ugly, I'm not a good mother. And then they don't think that. So I think gaslighting is bullying. And we have got to make an example of cyberbullying. We've got to have a better cyber division. And here's the problem, okay? If anybody knows about bullying, it should be Kamala Harris and Trump, okay? But they did it to each other. Y'all not see that? Y'all not see how they were like, well, you're this, and you're that, and you're this. You just taught people that it was okay to bully, and you never talked about how to end cyberbullying. And I'm like, here they are getting bullied online, seeing it, and they don't realize there's somebody right now making funeral arrangements. I don't understand how it wasn't brought up. I do not understand how we can just say, well, there's another, shooting at a school and everything else. And how we are not committed more to mental health and to having resources, and how we're getting a short list from our insurance companies to say, you can't go to that one, only this one. Yep, it's about this big. And I just think that we should be able to choose who we talk to, who we confide in, just like you choose to be here. Like, some people, when you write in, yeah, go ahead. I'm really, really proud of her. I choose to be here. Like some people, when you write in, yeah, go ahead. I'm really, really proud of her. Happy Easter. So, Vatina, do you agree?
Yes, I do agree.
What's up? Happy Easter. How are you?
Happy Easter to you. I love the glow. You got such a glow now. Look
I
at
do
y'all.
though, but it's always been there, Female Nation. But this bullying thing that I went through, it made me like lose that, you know?
Yeah, baby, can you turn that down some? You know, you're talking about bullying and stuff. You know, one thing about it, I'm just laying in bed, y'all, so I'm not turning on the camera.
Yeah, Mel
So,
Tulu.
yeah, I got
You're
married
good.
I got married.
Oh, you got married? Yeah.
Say
Okay. Anthony's
Hey,
hey.
he can wake up for that.
Yeah,
I'm really
but you
excited
know
for
what?
you.
People, these toxic twos, these toxic
Thank you for look everybody.
battles and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
People just don't realize, they're actually bullying each other.
Yeah, that's for real.
It's just like they can sit there and say, "I know it's just for entertainment purpose only," and stuff. But if they really, really, really don't you know,
Exactly.
click with them and the things that they're
Yeah.
saying to them. And it's just like, I mean, it's just like, I don't even watch them. I mean,
I
sometimes I do watch some,
yeah.
but it gets on, it gets a little bit too,
It's
and I
going
hate,
on
yeah, my
way
husband,
too much on this app. It's
yes,
going on
and
way too much. People have stresses anyways. They want to come on and they don't want to see that. And they're
oh,
gifting that. I don't understand. They're demanding gifts and
yeah,
people are like gifting them. Like,
yeah,
no. No, 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 no. Like, and they're like, oh, and then when they put them down, they'll give them a gift and then them a gift. And I'm like, we cannot be rewarding bullying, you guys. That's
yeah. I
what
haven't,
it's
I
doing.
haven't, I haven't been on live. And what? All right, baby. I haven't been on live in a long time. This is actually the first time I've been on live because
Yay!
after my mom passed away and everything.
Yeah, I
Um,
know she went through that and she went through a really, really hard time. And
yeah, I've made some videos and stuff, y'all. If y'all want to go see them and stuff,
I
y'all can
will.
look
I
at the
will.
videos and stuff. So it
And
really,
so
really
she
put
got
me.
married. Faith gone
Yeah, I got
fishing,
married.
got married. Country
I got
girls
married.
married.
Well,
I'm
I got
getting married.
married.
Everybody's married up.
Well, I've been with this guy almost 3.5 years, and February 14th we got together. Then,
Valentine's
but we
Day.
got married on February the 10th.
Oh
Of
wow!
la-
So
I
y'all,
left.
y'all get
I've
one
been married
cake,
over
or
a
how's that
year.
work? How's
I've
that
been
work?
married. I've been married over a year.
You married over a year. Wow! Congratulations. So like
Yeah,
for the whole, y'all got like a whole love week, right?
yeah, yeah. I mean, it's
A
awesome.
whole
It's
love
awesome.
week. That's really
Yes,
awesome. So I have to
yes.
ask you for your anniversary. Do you get a cake on it, and then you get a cake on your Valentine's Day, or how does that work? Y'all
Well,
figured that one out yet?
actually, on roses. He bought me some roses,
Yep.
and
Roses will do it.
just
Roses.
one rose was white and red. So that
Oh,
was
how beautiful.
yeah.
How
So,
beautiful.
but for my wedding, they made a chair with my mom's picture and everything on it.
Oh, they did. That's wonderful.
Yeah, it's on
Really
my
great.
videos. You got to go look. It's on my videos. I showed it and stuff.
Yeah.
So, but anyway,
Well,
getting
I'm gonna
back
take a
to
minute and check it. Well,
and happy
I
Easter, everyone.
I know that didn't they use your mom's video or your mom's picture or something?
What now?
Did they ever use your mother's picture or not? Because I know that they were going around trying to use people's family members on this app. So I just want to
Oh,
make sure they didn't do that to you.
No,
Oh,
no,
okay.
no,
But
no.
I'll know who it is if they do. So
Yeah, yeah. You could go. Go look at it. It's real. It's not a
yeah,
scam or
no, 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 no.
anything.
I'm saying we had a couple well, one individual in particular, and they were going around reading people's obituaries and posting like, coming into lives as like they're deceased, and I just think that's sick. So we
Yeah,
we we had to figure that out.
yeah,
But that we called them out, so that should stop a little bit, you guys.
yeah. But with the bullying and stuff, people don't know what somebody's going through.
Mm-mm.
Each day. I mean, it's just, and there is a lot of creators. I mean, a few creators on here that has, is
Yeah, I
gone now.
can't. I will not. I'll boycott somebody that like, and I've seen it. And I can't gift that. Like, if you're being like, oh, man, da 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 da, and then this guy's like, da da da, that's bullying. We cannot
Yeah,
reward that on this app. That's not what this app was designed to do.
no.
Um, and we see too much of that, like outside of TikTok,
I
so
mean,
this needs to be kind of
me
a
and
place
you
you can talk.
at the beginning, me and you went through pure. I
Yeah,
mean,
it was
we
hell.
went through it. We went through it. I mean, but
I
we
think
still,
you're the first one to go through it with me,
yes,
honestly. And then Christy went through it. So, Christy from Texas went through it. So, yeah, and it just started, and it was like, and I'm just glad that, the sisterhood's back and the females are, feeling confident about sharing. There's been a lot of
yes,
sharing, and
mm-hmm,
that's just really great.
yeah. So how are you doing? So
I'm
how?
doing
I
good.
mean,
I'm doing
this
very
was
well.
this.
I'm excited that it's
Uh-huh.
summer, and we are just got a lot of things that we want to dig into, like projects and things. We're discussing the oil rigs that are probably going to affect you. There's 125,000 abandoned oil rigs that are in the Gulf Coast that we found
Okay.
out about. So, that have been there, a lot of them since the 1930s, 40s, and then they just kept moving them and moving them. And anybody that lives on the Gulf Coast, that's a big thing that we're working on. Anthony has, gotten a pretty good opportunity, and it's, security stuff. And we're
Okay.
really excited about that. His brain's always
So
working, and
did you and
it's
Anthony meet off here?
oh, we did. We
Oh,
did. I
all
went to
right.
Memphis, and I was in the process of getting myself like mental health.
Right.
And I was like, I was not like I was like, that was the point that I was tired, I was broken, I was this. And then he just kind of came in and, you know, fixed not fixed it, but just loved me how I was. And
Yeah.
that's that's really cool, is when someone
That's
just,
so awesome and
yeah.
amazing. Whenever I hadn't seen you, or like I say, I really don't get on here anymore.
Yeah, I
But when
I
I
made
first
up my
seen you and I
mind.
seen your fat cheeks,
Nope.
yes, I know. Oh, you should see me. Yeah, after I got married,
Positively
yeah,
chose.
I threw some weight on me. Yeah,
Oh
so
no, I'm fine. I just am really excited to get healthy, and I was like, my
you're
bed was like my
happy.
prison for so
You're,
long. So
yeah,
I finally feel like confident in my own skin, and but I am doing exercise and stuff like that, and I'm getting stronger every day, and
that's
I'm just
awesome.
excited.
I'm
Yeah.
so happy. I am so happy
Yeah,
for
well,
you.
it wasn't like I was abandoning TikTok. It was like it was just time for
Sometimes
me
you have
to
to take a
take
break.
a break.
You got to take a
Thanks,
break.
Mommy.
and
Yeah,
focus on
and
you.
you know, it was exciting, and you know, I'm excited about uh the next generation that is coming up. I think they're really exciting, but I'm also excited just to kind of, you know, have these moments like with you and other females, and they're speaking out now. And you know, for a long time, you know, that's really brave. I just think
Yeah.
any female that comes live is super brave. You know, so how are things, married life? Good?
Yes, it's really good. Really
Really
good.
good. Did y'all meet
Yes.
on here or did y'all meet
Oh no, no.
offline?
Oh no, no. I off here. I mean, not on here. No.
No, that's what I tell people. Okay, so I'm not saying you can't, all right? I'm just saying um
Now
I
some people do find each other
they
on here.
do.
You know,
They do.
they do.
I
And there's
if
nothing
I did
wrong with
like a
that.
dating show, you guys, I here's the thing. I would be like, "What's your record? We want to know." You know, like, "What's up with you?" Cuz you know, you just need to know about somebody. And you need to like I think if you like air out just who you are at
Yeah.
first and just kind of get everything on the table, then
Hmm.
that's just the best way to do it.
I think after me and him got married, I think like 2 months after we got married, I quit doing TikTok. You know,
Yeah.
because let me tell you something. If you're not really careful, I mean, especially, I mean, if you're not, I mean, really
You
careful,
got
and
to be solidly sound
your
in your
focus is like on
relationship.
TikTok and not on your marriage and stuff, that could damage your marriage, you know, and
Yeah.
stuff. So I mean, he don't gotta
That's
take.
probably like the best advice on how to do things on social media. If you got to get like you got to know this got to be second. Love and your foundation has to be first.
Yes.
And if you're kind of in that bubble and everything's good, but then you have to build this foundation and this trust, and you know, they have to accept everything that goes along with
Mm-hmm.
TikTok. Like, as far as like, you know, if she battles a dude, she's not talking to the dude. Or if, you know,
Yeah.
somebody comes in the
Right.
chat and talks to me, I'm not, you know, going out with them and being like, do. You can't have that. It has to
Yeah.
be really open and a bunch of communication.
Well, see, he's so used to me always getting on your live and everything,
Oh
and he
yeah, well,
listens.
hey
He
man.
he just took the trash out, and he says,
Like,
"Is that Abby?"
oh hey, you married a really, really good one. So if you can hear me.
Yeah, he
But
just took the
she's
trash
a
out.
keeper. You know, you did good. You married up. You married up with this one. So but yeah, I just am really glad that you're out of this gray area. And you know, I don't think Fatina was really looking for love either, because like we were a
No,
mess. We
yeah,
both
yeah,
were a mess. And
we was, yeah,
yeah, and so to find love when you're like a mess is
yes.
it's kind of, you know, I'm scratching my head being like, all right, I'm a mess, are you sure? You know.
That
You know, so
sounds so
but
horse,
who
man.
built so they built a chair for your wedding?
Yes, they made a chair.
Mhm.
If y'all go to my page and look at the videos, I don't know which one it is.
Yeah.
Um, we didn't get married at no church or anything. We got married at his mom's. His mom and
Oh,
them.
so his mom loves you then?
Yeah, his mom loves me, but
That's so great.
it's ups and downs right now.
What's the password for
That's how it can be. That's how it
Hey,
can
hold
be,
on,
you know. You know,
hold on one
I
second.
any is there any smooth mother-in-law relationships?
Yes, she's
Ooh, you have
awesome though.
wonderful
I love her to
mother-in-law.
death. I love her to death. I mean, she allows me to call her mom. You know what I'm saying? Because after I lost my mom,
Aw.
yeah.
Tell him I said
It's
hello. I heard him come inside. Hi.
yeah. Hold on one second. It's FLY D.
Hi.
Dog?
Hi, I'm borrowing your wife for a minute, if that's okay.
That's all right.
Oh, that's all right. Well, it's really nice to meet you. Congratulations.
It's happy.
Really
He's
nice
just
to
shaking his
meet
head.
you.
He knows your voice.
Oh, yeah. I talk a lot. So, you know,
That's what he said. Well, I don't know. It's been, I don't know, a while back when we was going through a mess, and I be get on here and listen to you. He
Yeah.
said, "Is that girl that talks a lot?"
I talk a lot. If I'm not talking, I'm usually ringing the cowbells. So, you know, it's pretty loud in here. It's usually, you know, so somebody told me I was loud, like USA was loud or I was loud, and I said okay, and I just ring the bell.
Yeah,
But I'm known for being loud. So
it's cute. No, but
so
yeah, we got a good relationship. Everything's going fine.
I'm so
You know,
glad. So okay,
it's
I love
it's
love.
not,
I
you
love
know,
love stories. So y'all
you know,
met
I mean,
off the app, right?
yeah, yeah.
So he so what does he think about TikTok? I'm always like people that because you know it's crazy because we're the #1 app in the world, but like I want you guys to know there's so many new people coming to TikTok or they don't
Oh,
know
he
about
won't go
TikTok.
live. He won't go live or anything.
He
You
won't
know
go
what I'm saying?
live. Oh, okay.
No,
Yeah.
no,
You may be
no.
smart. You never know. There's some people that just like to watch and be silent watchers. I like them. So I understand. But you know, that's funny though, cause like Bettina and I, we've been going live. We've been doing, we did sleep lives. So anybody that's new, don't know what sleep lives are yet, you will. I think we're
Yeah,
going
if you
sleep with
new on
boxes.
here, trust me, you have your ups and downs on here, but you know you just gotta
Yeah.
pull through it.
Yeah. I just decided kind of like Bettina that I wasn't 100% and I wanted to come back being 100% and being myself and just kind of not sweating the small stuff, and that's what I would tell you. I know it's really cool now. It's better because we know the tricks. You know,
Yeah,
we had to learn like the tricks
we
because I wasn't
we've been
very
on
tech
here.
savvy. I'm still not.
Well, we've
And
been on here for what, 4 years?
4 years. I always tell people we got on TikTok like at the right time before TikTok was like #1 in the
Yeah,
in the world. I still
it
have a
was.
hard time like
It was when we first got on
believing
here.
that.
It was just like on
Yeah,
the battle.
we were
It's only
searching
two.
for people. We were like, it was like a small town and that we just, people on this app were just building. And now to think that it's, the #1 app in the world is crazy to me. I try not to think about it because it's like, I still think of it as like, you know, how it is. Because if you think about it and you go live and you're like, oh, there's so many million people, it can be kind of like overwhelming. So I just kind of never have let it go to my head and stuff. So
Yeah,
yeah, but like Bettina helped. Bettina's part of the big female nation that we got, and she's a big part of that. And I want you guys to give her a follow, Lisa and everybody coming in. But she'll tell you, Female Nation is very, very real on this app. She's seen some magic happen. We've both seen
yeah.
some magical moments for both of us on this app. So she's also ranked before, so make sure you pick her up. She's a really, really good person. So
Oh, thank you.
so like are y'all living in the country? Or are you kind of more in the city?
Oh no, we're country. We're country.
You're all in country. I was like, all right,
Yeah.
you're not gonna change your name to City Girl, are you?
No,
All right,
I'm
so
not no city
blonde
girl.
and a
I'm a
beamer.
country girl.
Do
I've
y'all
always
have
been country.
animals?
Matter of fact, yes, we got a dog. We got a hunting dog.
A hunting dog. Now that
Yeah,
that's a
it-
real thing in the
It's
South.
a-
They've got hunting dogs for
Yeah,
everything.
she hunts hogs.
She hunts hogs.
Yeah.
Is it one of those
I
catahoulas?
would turn it on so y'all can see her. She's in here. She's over here in her corner asleep. Her name's Gail.
Her name's
Her name-
Gail. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's a girl dog that hunts hogs, y'all. That's
Yeah.
pretty cool. So, Nina, how are you? Everybody coming in. If I didn't welcome you, I've got ADHD, so I like totally apologize. I'm really glad that you're here. So, you know, I do. So it's a weakness.
Yeah,
So
it's country. It's country where we live at. You know, I mean, it's
Yeah.
nothing.
I've grown up like mostly around Memphis
What's wrong?
most of my life, but you would never know that like Mississippi can get to Memphis so easily because North Mississippi. So I feel like I have the best of like both worlds because I can go to the city or I can be in the country. You know, really,
I
really.
can't be in the city. My son Josh was
Hey, Martha.
living in Orlando, and I went and stayed with him for a while.
Oh
and
yeah, I love Orlando. Orlando is
'cause I got really bad anxieties and stuff, and after
Dude.
after my mom passed away and everything, I really got like social anxieties where I didn't go nowhere, didn't talk to nobody.
And it happens. I was there, you
Well,
know.
see,
I did the same
story.
thing.
Well, what really got me is because my mom, my mom had fell and broke her back.
Take over the likes 1.5. Thank you so much.
My mom had fell and broke her back, and they had to do surgery on her.
Yeah.
So anyway, and the incision is supposed to be like 3 to 4 inches long. They look like they butchered her. They cut her from between her shoulder blades.
Did
all the way
anything
down.
ever happen about that, or did y'all just kind of be like it was God's will, or?
They gave her too much anesthesia, and it kicked
That's
dimension
happened
in.
That's a real thing. That's happened to me once, and like my family member, because I was out of it, but my family member was like, when I woke up, was like, the nurse was coming in, just kept checking your pulse, and I was like, wow. And they had given me too much medicine, and so like when I was in step down, they were worried that like I wasn't gonna wake up, and I was like that.
Yeah.
So whenever I have surgery, I am literally anxiety central.
So anyways, my husband can't vouch for all this, y'all. I mean, he was. I mean, we was together and everything, but we let her go to therapy to build up her strength and everything for 2 weeks. Only 2 weeks since she came home. Okay, so dealing with her dementia, I was, my brother needed my help because we was raised was, you know, the woman takes care of the woman and the guys take care of the guys. You know, my brother, you know, didn't feel comfortable, had to bathe her, and she couldn't do nothing.
They were
She
really,
literally
really
just
close
had
to their mom.
major surgery, you know. So it was it September 29th, right, babe?
Yeah.
September 29th, 10:30 that morning. So my aunt, the only one that's living, the only one we got left, because everybody's passed away and stuff, she would go up there and sit with her. But when she came home, she would always call me every morning and ask me how her day was.
Mm-hmm.
So September the 29th, at 10:30, well, I had took the phone over there and I had asked my mom. My aunt was wanting to talk to her and stuff always, but she wasn't, that dementia kicked in and everything.
Mm-hmm.
She was snoring, sleeping good and everything.
Yeah.
So I went back and and I leaned over and kissed her on the forehead just to tell her good morning and I love her. So I went back and I sat down in the chair, and when my brother had came in from going to the bank getting the rent money and stuff, I sat in the room with my mom for 10 minutes, and after I had kissed her and told her good morning, I love her, she took her last breath.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I know that's really hard. I know a lot of people have
because
lost somebody, but I know that
because I sat in the room with her for 10 minutes and didn't know that my mom was already passed away. So
Oh, yeah.
it really, yeah, it's hard. It's hard.
Yeah, well, we know that we love you in here, and we're just so glad.
You don't have to send no gifts. No, you don't have to send no gifts. No gifts are needed. I wanted
No,
to hop on
that's
here.
just from us. That's just from our family. You know, because we love you, and you know that's what the female stand for. That's what Female Nation is it's a family. So you know they always you know they would want me to throw for you, you know, like that's why they throw, that's why they tap, and that's the love from them. Like that's not me, that's them. So you know, we just want you to know that we love you, and
I love
we're
you too,
here for
Abby.
you, and we're proud
Okay.
of you, right, Nicole? See the heartbeat coming up, they believe. Thank you guys so much. But that, you know, that, and I want, you know, our team's about love, and you know, you've given that out on this app, and it's just so great. You know, look, she's done got married. She's she's like, she got a whole love week. It's not like you got a whole love life. I got a whole love life, and I'm really excited, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, we love you, and your husband was really nice. He was really nice. He said, "Is that the girl that talks all the time?" That's the girl that talks all the time. I'm usually not
He's over there
a
laughing.
tell woman, but like I can't really
He's,
read when Anthony is asleep.
he's over there laughing.
Maybe Lisa with a
But
share. So, but no, that
I'm going
those
to
gifts, those gifts were love gifts. They were not, and those are yours. We want you to keep them, and you know it's not a lot, but we wanted to do something for you. So you know, don't feel like you got. I know how you are. Don't give them back to me. That's not how we work in here. So that's for you, and it's just kind of us, just kind of saying, hey, our family is lifting you up in here. So we're really proud of you.
Thank you.
I mean,
Thank
you
you.
can't even tell me you got married. Like, I'm like the last one to know everything. Everything, guys.
Nobody on this app. And no, nobody on this app knows unless they watch my
Look,
videos.
she got married, and then, but you know what? Bacon fishing. I'm going to tell you, she came in my live, and she said, I got married, and I knew that the faith meant that, because she knows I don't listen to anybody but the source, you know. I don't listen to the he said, she said, whatever.
Yeah.
So when, you know, when Bettina tells me she got married, I know that she's married. I don't have to listen to everything that goes around, because you know. But I never will forget. Faith Gone Fishing did the same thing. She came in my chat.
Yeah.
And she said, guess what? I got married. So that's one thing that I've always liked, is that, you know, my females are really, really honest with me. And yeah, I was in that too. I took time to have the foundation and the love, you know, so that I knew that when I came back, that he doesn't care. And I'm sure your husband won't care. He'll read something about you and be like, I live with her. I know her, you know? And that's just how it has to be. We just don't let drama in. We just let the love in. And that's just, you know, what you got to do. So, did y'all go anywhere for a honeymoon?
No, no. No, it was just...
Well, it sounds like you're still on it, right?
We're still on it?
Yeah, y'all still on it. Now, which one's older? Are you older or he's older?
I'm 2 months older than him. My birthday...
Oh, she done cougared up, y'all.
My birthday is June the 17th, 1972.
You know what? You got my dad's birthday. My guardian's birthday. Yep, I remember that.
His is October the 17th, 1972.
She's a Gemini. Look out. I know all about Geminis. So, but Gemini women are great. But like Gemini men, I'm not playing. It depends on the day. So, but I get along with Gemini women very well.
So, and then the Faith Gone Fishing is a Leo, like I am. So I went to my spiritual advisor, and I don't know if I told you the story, but I said before Anthony, she said he's not on this app. I was like, I don't think he's on this app, but is he on this app? And she goes, you're not going to meet your person on this app. This is what my spiritual advisor said. And I was like, before I met Anthony. And she's like, and I even know the letter of his first name. And I was like, well, then why don't you tell me? But she wouldn't tell me. And I did not meet Anthony on the app. Actually, I met Anthony in Memphis. Is that not crazy? Because you know how much I love Memphis and Elvis, and even Anthony comes from Memphis. So we met there. But yeah, it was, he's been very supportive of me being back on TikTok, and it was something like, I just was like, he was like, are you ready? You ready to go back to TikTok? I'm like, I just need like just a little more time, but he didn't, you know, I need a little bit more time. And, then I just knew when I was ready to go, I was ready to come back. It was crazy, huh? Cause but what it did to us, I don't have words. Like, it literally can cripple you, because here's the thing, especially if you're not like tech savvy and this is like the first social media that you have or whatever, or second.
Yeah.
It's such a difference between like Facebook and TikTok, is it not? I mean, I'm not going back. Like, I hate to tell you, but after being on TikTok, I don't know what they're gonna do, but I'm not going back to Facebook. That's not gonna happen. And it's such a difference. It's like, hey, my whole hometown, my whole state's on here, and then I go to TikTok, and it's kind of nice because not everybody in your whole town is on there yet, but now they're like coming, you know, because it's funny. They'll come on my chat.
I haven't even met nobody on here that's from where I'm at.
I've met crazy. Like my friends from back home. They try to stay really discreet because they don't want. Of course, they don't want to be on Reddit and all these other things. Oh yeah, so they'll come in. They'll be like, "Hi," or "Go Grizz," you know, because we're in Memphis. But thank you for the follow, Becky. Everybody follow Becky if y'all in Female Nation. Thank you very much. But yeah. So Bettina helped put me at number one day. Well, they want to do it again, but not just that. This is the other challenge. They said that, you know, we have a 27,000 account, you know, 27,700. Yeah. And I said, well, you know, I can get in that account, y'all. And you know what they said? No, we like this one. Yeah. That's what they said. They would rather, you know.
Sometimes you got to change people, places, and things.
Yeah. And they just want that chapter kind of closed. And because, you know, it was a great chapter, but you know, I tell people
this one right here is a new beginning, a new future for you.
It's a healthy page. This is a very healthy, happy page. So they were like, they saw what I went through in this page, and I said, guys, I can get this page back, and we can go to the rankings on this page. They said, no, we want this one. So, you know, but they also, you know, remember we rank with 1,200. So I laugh when people are like, you know, you have to have a certain number of people to rank. That's so not true. Because, you know, some people make videos and they get, you know, hundreds and hundreds of thousands of followers, right? But then when they come live to talk, that's a whole different, like.
Yes, you know, it's crazy. It's funny. You got,
you know what I mean?
I go and I'm looking at these two, if they're battling.
Yeah.
Sometimes I just watch people battle and
Ms.
stuff.
M, thank you.
But whenever they start, getting really, really upset, this is for only entertainment purpose, y'all.
Yeah.
So anyway,
It was good. They're chilling. And nobody's like saying
but
nothing.
it is so crazy. It's like they're asking, like now they're like asking them in the chat, talk about how much they go, what can they give, this and that.
No. I'd boycott that, guys. I would boycott that. Like,
there is no, me personally, I wouldn't send a line or a universe to someone that's making double, triple than I am.
Been there, done that, got the t-shirt, don't want to go back.
No, it is crazy.
Because listen, the people that really like appreciate a rose or a follow,
yes,
I cannot stand going into, I don't care who they are, live, and they're like, thank you for the jet, thank you for the uni. Like, if they're not excited that you guys are tapping the screen, giving them a follow, or just emojis in the chat or anything, like, get out of there. Or
if you go in and you're just a tapper and you can't gift or anything, and you're like a regular person on there, that goes on there every day, and they don't
I will never
notice you. They wouldn't notice you, welcome you in, or anything. It's crazy.
And they expect it. And guys, what they do, because they wanted me to do this, and Fatina will tell you, this is where all this drama started. When I was like, I got told that I could be thrown into number 5 for like the day if I would throw for certain people, and I said I can't do it.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that. I'm not, the people that throw for me and tap for me, I need to be going into their lives. I want to know what they're about. I'm not going to be told that I got to throw a universe for somebody the system going on. I'm not talking about my wonderful international friends, but what I'm saying is, it got to be like, people are so like obsessed sometimes of being a certain number that they have this like little buddy system that y'all can see now, and all of a sudden it's like they'll be at like number 1 or number 5, and then they'll be like, oh, we'll throw our buddies in. But guys, that does not work. It breaks every time. Fatina can tell you, because people can see through that, and if you don't have love coming in, and just like the little things, then you're just wasting a universe.
Yeah.
I think people will honestly, I think Reset is the toughest time to go. And, because I thought it was, I think Reset is the toughest time, because I thought it was like easy. Reset is the toughest time to go. And, because I thought it was like easy to get in. It's not. We just got really lucky a lot. But we've hit number 1 6 times, okay, without a universe. I want you to know the difference of those 6 times. The first time, a whale would get you to number 1. On the 6th time, 82K or 81 point whatever K in less than 3 seconds.
Yeah.
That's the difference. And I can tell you, they're gonna be very, very prepared for you, Female Nation, and that's why I know that they can't stop you when you're all together. So they literally have, like, I'm not kidding, Bettina can tell you, they have paid trolls or paid people, I should say, that will
Yeah.
come in and right when you're doing good and right when you're about to go, that will try to disrupt
Knock you
you
down.
or ban you. That's true.
Yeah.
So, and one thing they don't like, and I hate to say this because, not everybody, like not DMF, not, of course not Ryan, not, certain people, they didn't take the bait, but it, for a woman to get up organically, and especially if women are throwing and supporting women and have, they depend on women's throws.
Yeah.
And when women are figuring it out and they're saying, well, we don't want to, where did our lion go? Where did our universe go? We don't want to fund their lifestyle anymore. Then that's what makes it so hard for women to get up. So now women are figuring it out and they're like, well, I want to support women. I want women to get up. I want to be like, we deserve good battles too. And so what happens is when you go over that 99, that's why I say, if you can, don't use the uni. Okay? Don't use it. Because they'll see your name, and guess what? Their people will come in your chat. So
very true.
It's like you're showing them your game plan. And I know I like giving universes. It's a very heavy throw. I've seen people almost pass out when I give them one or a lion, but that's my favorite moment. But I like giving it to people that deserve it. And then and I've always told people, don't give your gifts back to me. No. Like, don't feel like you got to give them back. I do that for a reason. Because some people do. They feel like, okay, well, she gave me this, I've got to give her this. That's not how we do it in here. Varys, where? How are you?
Well, I love you. I love you, girl.
I love you too. Go enjoy your man. I'm fixing to go to bed too, guys. I'm gonna jump off here pretty soon. Yeah, I love you. We love you. And Female Nation's with you. Bow down to the queen, y'all. All right. Love you. Bye.
I love you. Bye, sweetie.
All right, guys. So, what a day, right? What a day. We put a day of work in. I am getting myself ready. Like an athlete gets themselves ready for the ranks. It is a 24-hour nonstop party rank thing. So I am fixing to go to bed because I know that my fiance just came in. So he's probably like, where are you at? You know what? I'm at the strip club. I had to go work. No, just kidding. I'm just kidding, guys. So but anyways, no, I'm gonna go and enjoy the rest of the night, and he deserves to sleep in because he's finally off work tomorrow. So I don't know if I'll be online a whole lot because I'm gonna try to spend some time with him, and that's just kind of what we do. We have a really, really good balance. Not saying we won't. We could come on. But that's just kind of our time together and everything, and that's how you make it work on social media. He did tell me we're writing a book. So I was like, I'll tell Sea Salt and I'll tell Reddit first. Please, like, God, just don't give that girl any attention anymore. All right? That's it. Because if we don't give any attention and we ignore it, even though it's really hard, then it's going to go, they're going to just not have anything to do. All right. But yeah, she did the hooray in 2023. It is now 2025. And we need to just close the chapter and move on and be happy. So Trisha, Sea Salt gets it. Becky, y'all have been awesome tonight. I really love you guys. And thank you for showing respect to Fatina. You asked where your gifts go. They go to love people. They go to support women. They go to help people know that they are loved. Okay, so that was like, if you did not give your taps, your shares, and the gifts that you've given, that was from us to Fatina. So thank you guys so much for allowing me to do that, and the kindness that you share. Make sure tonight that you hold your loved ones dear. If not, hug yourself and be like, you did it, you got through another day. So I love you guys. World peace. Pray for the world. Pray for the USA. I love you guys. I'm praying for all of you. And I hope you made this Easter awesome. Now it's the day after. So I'm probably going to go sleep in and enjoy tomorrow. It's a 50-50 chance if I get on. But if I do, I'll see you tomorrow. I don't believe in goodbye. So see ya when I see ya. All right. Bye.